Hey guys, it's FIFA here and welcome to episode 31 of Let's FIFA 13. And we will get this episode started by going into our first game with the Brazilian side, and we will come up against a really tough team. 5 at the back with Eden, Naldo and Felipe Santana, and just a very difficult formation to break down, especially with those players in the team. I see him here getting this game started by a huge mistake from me. I completely failed this one, and he gets an easy goal to make it 1-0. But I will push it back pretty much straight after that, getting quite lucky here when the ball ends up out at Ramirez, who will pass it back to Magidi, who somehow makes his way past 2 defenders and puts it into the back of the net, making it 1-1. But he played that 5-back formation, and that meant there was not many chances in this game, and it was pretty much just a battle in the midfield. And this is actually my only chance of the second half, and the game will actually end 1-1. So a very boring game there, not much happening. So I'll go into my next game, and this time around I decided to let's go with the Argentinian Serie A team. And I will come up against a pretty nice Serie A squad, but playing with a 3-back formation with slow center backs is not the best choice, and I mentioned that before, and that meant he was pretty much trailing when I went on the counter, and see a nice work from Aguero, making it 1-0. And a great start to the game, and Aguero once again on the ball, and he gets past the defender out on the wing, and he will cross it in, and a nice finish there from Lopez, but Nassr will pick it up there and make it a 2-0 on the header. And once again, Aguero on the ball, finding Rubinho, and you can see here he does contain, and it's very difficult to get past players like that. But in the end, he gets him past the defender, and he will actually take him out twice here with some real nice work, and I believe that is a panna. Getting past another one, and I tried to cross it in for a bicycle kick, but it did not work out, and it comes to nothing. But just before halftime, Aguero once again on the ball will take out the keeper, and I tried for the heel shot there, but I should have waited a little bit longer so he would have come to a full stop. And here in the second half, Tevez, some nice work once again, making it a 4-0, and I pretty much won the game at this point. But Rubinho still wanted to do a few skill moves here at the end of the game, and he somehow managed to get the ball back here from the rainbow flick and get a shot in, but he will save it, and that will be the end of the game. 4-0, and it's going pretty well in this division, 13 points, and I still got 5 games remaining. So we go into the third game of this episode, and we will continue with the same squad because they completely dominated the last game. And we will come up against a pretty nice Premier League side with some all-round good players. And this was another one of those games where pretty much nothing happened. It was pretty much a battle in the midfield, going back and forth, but not many chances in the game. So in the 63rd minute, I get a through on goal, and I will take the easy finish due to the game being such a midfield battle. So I'm up 1-0, but straight after that, look at this nice goal from him. I did not expect him to make a scoop turn there, and he makes it 1-1, and that would be the end of the game. So 14 points and still 4 games remaining. So still looking pretty good despite drawing 2 games in this episode. So we go into the last game of this episode with the Bundesliga French hybrid side. And we will come up against a pretty nice side. He has Sissoko on the center mid, which is really good defensive. And I will get the game started with some nice stuff from Ben Arfa out on the wing here. He managed to get past one defender, and he will get past another one, and eventually he will actually make his way into the box here, take out another defender, and I tried the rainbow flick, but I failed it, but somehow the ball will end up at Marco Reus, who will make it 1-0. But he pushed back pretty much straight after with a nice finish there from Lavezzi, hitting the post, making it 1-1. And I tried for the bicycle kick here, but it did not work out, and he will win a free kick in the 40th minute, and making it 2-1 with a cap by. But I will push back before the halftime, try to get that goal, and he taking the shot, but his keeper saves it. And then in the 45th minute, I win a corner, and I make it 2-2 just before halftime. And I just wanted to show you the stats here. He only had 2 shots on target, and that was pretty much the 2 goals he scored. So I pretty much he scored on his chances, and that was about it. So I felt quite confident when I went into the second half, and you see a nice goal from Royce making it 3-2, and Ribéry will make it 4-2 in the 81st minute, and that will be the end of the games. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I will try to have another one out tomorrow. So thank you for watching, and I will talk to you later.